What's up, guys? This is Townie Hoots. Welcome to another video on my channel. I really appreciate your support so far with me being consistent this year. Finally, I have been getting more views on my videos and I've got a few more subscribers. So if you like what you're watching, I would really appreciate your like and subscribe. It really keeps me going. This video, I'm going to do something a little different from what I normally do. Normally, I would upload my gameplay just as it is. But today I thought I would pick two very bad instances in my marathon run where me and my team lose our fights and we lose all of our gear. And if you know about marathon, you know what I'm talking about. It's such a hardcore game that every single decision you make is, if it's a bad one, it's going to cost you everything. For those of you who don't know what marathon is, it's Bungie's new extraction shooter FPS. Without further ado, let's jump into it. So in this first instance, we're in the quarantine zone. We spawned somewhere between maintenance and quarantine on the Dire Marsh map, and we thought uh, we'll do our quest. If we see any teams while we're doing our quest, we'll pick a fight. And right off the spawn, we heard gunshots in quarantine. Somebody was fighting all the bots in there. We thought we'll go in there, maybe get a jump on them, and do a wipe.
They were there and
Careful
they
here.
pinged.
Found something.
Yeah,
I was running a sniper, and I think it's the
I
long
think they've
shot.
got a lot of bots on them, so they're distracted at the moment. We can. They're that they're inside now. They're not there anymore.
Interesting.
They're inside.
Bad news.
We can jump up and see if we can sneak up on them.
Yeah, because they weren't aware of our position. They were fighting bots. They were distracted.
Here,
I
there's a
thought this
ladder.
would be a good time for us to climb up.
I just let's see if we can sneak up. Yeah, they're below us, under us, right under us, creeping up. Yeah, so they're on the side.
So I crouched up on them, which is in this game quite critical. If you're even just walking in this game, the footsteps are so loud that the enemies will know that you're there. And all the runners, they've got distinct footstep sound compared to all the robots in there. It's definitely very distinguishable. Going up there on the roof, crouching like that was the right move.
Yeah,
Watch
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
I see a guy, managed to knock him down
Nice.
with my teammates. Now,
There's one
this
here.
other guy in their team somewhere right below me, and I thought I'll get another angle from up there. They He sees my teammate and
Sorry, yeah,
knocks
yeah,
him
yeah,
down.
yeah, Sulfur. That's fine, that's fine.
Still looking for him. At this point, you would notice one thing. I am just focused on this one guy under me, unaware of the third teammate, the enemy's third teammate. I'm not even thinking about it, which I should have in hindsight. I should have been aware that there will be three of them, and I should keep an eye on my right side as much as I am keeping an eye right under me. Take a EMP nade out, see if I can locate the team,
Oh shit.
and get knocked down by that third guy in the enemy's team.
Oh, there's a guy on the other side.
He's right over there, catches me completely off guard. Lucky enough, I had self revive
I'm
here
resing.
because my team's quite far away from me. They couldn't
I
help
see,
me.
they're not getting up. Yeah, they're not pushing, they're just under.
Got a chance to
I'm
Let's see
fine.
if
heal
I can go up.
myself. Now I've got a clear line of sight on them. I know that he's right here. If it was another game, I would get my gun out and I would start shooting at him. I'll knock him out. But in this game, you look at my health down here. I healed I used a patch kit, so my base health, I healed myself. But it's still half because in this game it takes long. It takes long on the base heals, not even the empty heals obviously take longer, but the base patch kits and shields also take a long time to heal you fully. And I should have stayed back a little bit. I should have taken my time, fully healed myself up, and then engaged, but I didn't. I just saw him, and
No,
now he had seen me at this point, and he knew I was up there, right? I shoot him, he shoots me. I get almost 1 HP here, and
he
somehow,
sees me. How did he kill me from
even from here, he managed to knock me out.
there? I was at the cover.
So that one guy who I did not pay enough attention to, who I had a clear angle on, because I ignored him, he managed to knock me out not once but twice. Because he knew. I think when he came up and knocked my second teammate, he knew my general location. So when he had knocked the second teammate out, he was looking towards the rooftop. Uh, Maybe not anticipating I would be on top of the rooftop, but because I was there and he managed to see my head, he managed to shoot me down while I was still literally half HP. Now, in this second clip, we are deep into the raid. We've had one fight that we won. We've looted quite a lot of things, and I think we were doing second part of our quest. Yeah, you can see here. We were doing second part of our quest coming out of Westgate. What happens
Thought I
here
was
is
lagging, but never mind.
I start lagging, so I start rubber banding quite a lot while my team is moving towards Canal from Westgate. So we get separated. Now I was communicating that to my team, but they were still moving because obviously they expected me to still make it because we thought there were no teams around us on Westgate. But as I'm moving towards them,
I think I'm lagging, yeah.
I'm having trouble.
Oh shit, I brought a team
On
on
the
me.
move.
Now this is where I heard footsteps. It was definitely like a runner's footsteps, not a robot. And we don't know if it's a rook or if it's a full team. I just instinctively go towards these rocks on my left to get some cover,
Guys.
and I call my team towards me.
Yeah. I
Careful
was
here.
rubber banding, so I couldn't move fast enough, but there's a team here. I don't know if it's a rook or a full team.
In this situation, this was a nice move, okay? You hear footsteps, you try and get as close to your teammates as you can and hold a cover so that even if somebody tries to push you, you do have a fair shot at knocking at least one of the enemy teammates down.
I don't.
And the most you can do is get some intel, see how many people there are in the enemy team. So far, I only hear one footstep, so I'm still thinking it might be a rook.
Have a grapple and they're on me. One guy.
But there, I get a good angle on Assassin, do some nice damage. I thought I would have knocked him down here, but I think he used his ult and ran away.
One guy, one guy, very weak.
See ya.
That's the destroyer, the
Uh,
second teammate in
we
the
we
enemy
can
team.
like two of them are very weak. Mm-hmm.
They're still holding the roof, but I'm anticipating the destroyer to fight back. He doesn't. I
Mm-hmm.
think he goes
Going up.
behind that
Time to move.
bus. And this right here, this was a terrible miss on my grapple. Happens so often to me, by the way. Um, I don't know how much of you guys can relate, but I'm quite terrible when it comes to uh, predicting where my body is going to land when I grapple or how far I am to a point where I can just hook onto the wall. Um, I thought I'll be able to jump up to this rooftop, but I failed quite bad, as you can see here. This was basically where the panic sets in because I feel quite exposed. If that destroyer comes out of his cover, he'll have a clear line of sight on me while he's got that entire bus to cover him and his
Come on.
big shield.
It's very weak
Get
that guy.
some
Shield
more
broken on him.
shots on that assassin, but he was just not dying. He was really slippery. So that destroyer sees me there. I thought he was gonna try and shoot me. So because his body was fully exposed, I thought it was a good opportunity for me to just go wild on him, empty my entire mag. But he had a better idea. He had, I think you call it a cam nade. He had a cam nade that he was throwing at me. That's why he was that exposed. So that's
Alright, hold on.
what happens. Of course, I got overheated. I'm half HP, and I'm worried
Vehicle
about
vicinity.
that destroyer. So I relocate myself, see if I can get an
Mm-hmm.
angle on assassin again with my
Shield broken on
sniper.
him. On assassin.
Broke his shield. Now this is where I should have pushed because his shield's broken. I've still got half my shield and half my health, but I played too cautious here. Whereas if I had pushed him, he was likely gonna get knocked down because he does not have his teammate with him. It's just a duo. It's the destroyer and the assassin. And by this point, we should have realized that, but in the moment, we didn't. And because I played too cautiously, what happens is I stay in the same position where that destroyer is expecting me to be. And that assassin has had so much time that he's been alive that he's managed to use his invisibility twice. So the assassin uses
I'm
his
healing.
ability to go invis on me, manages to go right to our left,
Shit, I've got another.
and he knocks me down from there. Mind you, this is the same guy I've made him 1 HP twice, but because we were too afraid to push him and we didn't think too far ahead into how there's just two people and they're so far apart from each other, he manages to knock me down.
I've got that assassin same guy. He's on you. He's on you.
When my teammate goes down, and then my third, who's a triage, tries to res me without any combat. This is where I wish they could have told me that they were going to res me because I wasn't expecting them to do this. I thought I was going to die, and or maybe they will fight the team, but instead they res me, caught me off guard. Um, but anyway,
Oh, sorry.
during all this time, that destroyer managed to move from there all the way to the roof, and he got an angle on me before I get a chance to reset.
Wait, what?
So, what you would have noticed in both of those games, we had an advantage on the enemy team because it was 3 versus 2. The first instance, we had knocked one of the teammates down. The second instance, it was just two teammates. Where we lost our fights was not being aggressive enough and not predicting the enemy movements. See, that's the crux of this game. You need to predict where the enemy team's going to be. You need to move relocate to a position where they're not gonna anticipate you to be find an angle that they can't predict. And if you manage to catch them off guard, that's where you knock them down. That's where you get that advantage on them. Second most important thing is to give yourself enough time to heal. When you reset in this game, it takes significantly longer compared to other FPS games. Uh, give yourself enough time to fully heal yourself, because if you're not fully healed, you're not going to be able to win a fight, no matter if you've got blue shield or a purple shield even. Last but not the least is intercept the situation. In the second example, especially, we should have intercepted. It was just two people in the enemy team that we were fighting. We could have been more aggressive because there were two teammates. They were very far apart from each other, but we were playing too safe. So there you go. There you have it. Those are the two examples where I make some grave mistakes and my teammates, and we lose all of our gear and we lose all of our fights. So I hope you don't repeat these mistakes when you do your runs. It's quite hard out there. It's quite difficult. I wish you all the best luck. Go get yourself that amazing loot that you're looking for. See you later. Peace.